I want to talk about the Jets. That's what I want to talk about. We talked Mike Will. We talked
Yeah.
Aaron Donald. But what I want to talk about is the Jets because we've been looking at these teams. You know, we looked at the Bears and their hype. We looked at I can't even remember the other teams we looked at. I think Philly. We looked at I can't even remember. But we are
A
going to
few.
look at the Jets because
The Panthers.
we're kind of gonna have to start doing what we did last year, and that's hyping up the start of Aaron's stint as a Jet because all off season last year
It's so traumatic for me.
we spent so much time hyping this up and we were so excited. And then
Like, all someone had to do was just give us a script for the first game, and that would have saved us so much time, dude.
oh dude, our episodes would have been so short in the off season last year.
You know what made Aaron's Achilles so weak?
Why?
Not getting that shot.
Yep.
The
Get
COVID
vaccinated.
made it weak, dude.
Do we spread misinformation? If you
Yes.
don't get vaccinated, you will tear your Achilles.
You will tear your Achilles.
Watch that. The video is gonna be taken down.
I hope.
But
Or no, what's even better is we get one of those like little COVID tags on it, like it's like one of the YouTube.
Oh, dude, the
Because
COVID.
like COVID-19 is real. Talk to doctors. It's
Dude,
like, all
the
right.
COVID-19 tag at the bottom, I
There
would
is
love.
no other. You can talk about every other disease, but you can't talk about fucking COVID.
That's weird. Like we could spend an hour talking about AIDS, and it's like fine, I guess.
That's the one.
I think so. I think we can.
Yeah.
Now
No,
that I say it, I don't know how much.
There's commercials for it,
There are.
but
look,
the commercials are super fucked up. Have you seen AIDS commercials?
no.
You've never seen an AIDS. I see them literally all the time.
Could you give me an example of one?
Hulu with ads or no ads?
No ads.
See, I'm an ads guy. I got the ads. I'm cheap.
No ads.
So I see AIDS commercials.
You see AIDS commercials on Hulu.
I thought I was done with commercials, but I got a ton of AIDS commercials. Maybe they're telling me something.
So what is
You'll
a
never see a
general
straight
AIDS
white
commercial?
couple. You'll never see a straight white couple on an AIDS commercial. It's black people, gay black people, transgender people, lesbians, black lesbians. Like there will never be just like a regular, like not regular, but like a straight white couple. But but like and then people say, oh, white, they're like, oh, straight white people get AIDS too, and it's like, well, then why the fuck aren't they telling straight white people that they're getting AIDS? It's just the affected communities that they're showing on this thing.
Look,
I stop talking.
no, I feel you, but I'm gonna help you out. I don't have to be the guy to cape for anybody or any group of people, but I will say there are plenty of nasty white straight motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, white people can fucking get that shit any day of the week.
There are a gang.
Why don't you throw a junkie on there?
There is
Throw a junkie on the commercial.
There is an absolute gang full of straight white people who
Some
are just
needle poking
disgusting.
guy who can get AIDS in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and that, but see, it's
And
like
instead they're like, oh, only black people get it. It's like, no.
yeah,
maybe.
no, I don't see that because my Hulu is, we accept everybody. We don't discriminate and make AIDS commercials.
Are they? Do you think they tailor these commercials to me?
Maybe.
Do I have AIDS?
Said something about you.
I know. Do I have the AIDS?
If you did, I feel like you could speak.
I don't think I would have AIDS yet. I would have the
HIV.
But I don't have the AIDS yet.
No. Wait, it's HIV and then AIDS?
Always HIVs then AIDS. You never get the AIDS first.
Well, no. I mean, obviously, I knew one always came first, but
It's yeah.
Wow.
Once you get AIDS, you're done. Like Michael. Magic. What's Magic's Irving? I couldn't remember what his real name was. He's got the hips.
Yeah. Well, actually, does he? Does he
It's
even have it anymore? I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, never had the AIDS. Once you get the AIDS, you're done.
We've spent way too much time talking about AIDS.
A lot on the AIDS, but
back to the Jets, which I guess shout out to us, but back to the Jets. Their offense. Wow. It's so weird that I feel weird Like it feels like I shouldn't be bringing up a sports topic because of what we've talked about so far. But the Jets.
But I mean, yeah, we sprinkle in sports.
Mike Will signs with the Jets. We already talked about that, but let's talk about the rest of the team because with their offense, with Aaron Rodgers returning next season, hopefully, I mean, if 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 this whole shit happens again, I mean, I'm just not gonna hype up Aaron Rodgers anymore because I mean, what are we
Now,
talking about? But there's no way that's going to happen again. But
no, he's good. He talked to his doctor.
you got A Rob returning. You're
His
gonna
night.
be you're gonna be
He's
working. He's how much?
he's 40 years old. He's how much?
Bro, I didn't know what you said, so I didn't know which one to put at the end of
Dude,
how.
223 pounds of straight ayahuasca,
Unvaccinated waste.
straight whale blubber. That's all he eats.
But you got Aaron Rodgers. You got Brees Hall, who quietly ran for 994 yards.
He had a good year. He's a great
Um,
back too, which I'm a big fan.
he's gonna be looking at Garrett Wilson, Mike Will, and Alan Lazard.
Yeah,
I like it.
I love it.
I like it. And the O line moves that they have
Still don't
made.
know about Lazard.
I mean, what is there not to know about what is there not to know about Lazard? He's a cool piece, you know?
No, he's a good
And if
piece, but
if you're Aaron Rodgers, there's no doubt that Aaron Rodgers can't work with Alan Lazard.
no, he can. But yeah, I think they're lucky that they got an additional piece.
Yes. Well, that was the
Lazard
whole thing. I saw it was, like they said, they were like, unless they know they're trading for Devontae Adams, Mike Will better not leave New York.
knew.
Which so I don't even know if he made that Pittsburgh stop. Because it was remember
No, I think he went straight to the Jets, and that was it. They brought him a Taylor ham and egg and cheese, and they fucking that was the end of it.
there you go. The O line moves they made though. You have Tyron being picked up. You got John Simpson, who was a card for the Ravens last year. They also
Yep,
traded for Morgan Moses from the Ravens.
yep.
And Elijah Vera Tucker. He only played 5 games last year, and then he tore his Achilles. He'll be
Mm.
returning. I mean, there is a lot to look forward to when you're talking about this
They have
offense.
3 centers on the roster right now. That's a lot.
They have 3 what?
Centers.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna
I
be
don't know
like
that.
that on the 53-man roster. But then the
Yeah,
defense, I guess it's. I mean, the Jets defense is weird to me,
agreed.
but they got some guys. Obviously, you got C.J. Mosley still there. Quincy Williams, who was All Pro last season. You have Quinnen Williams,
Yes.
Sauce. Now they got Tony Adams, who's a strong safety. He got 3 interceptions last year, but he's only 24. Chuck Clark, they re-signed, who was out all last season with an ACL tear.
When is he not injured?
Um,
Or
I,
shitting his pants?
before he was talking a bunch of shit to the Ravens.
I,
They did lose Jordan Whitehead, who had the most interceptions for them last year with 4. Bryce Huff, they also lose, who had the most sacks on their team last year with 10. But my thing with the Jets is, or their defense, should I say, is I don't know if it's necessarily, where they ranked or, what they allowed last season, but it's the different situations and scenarios they're going to be in this year with Aaron Rodgers and that offense compared to the situations they had to play in last season.
where they're playing a good 40 minutes on defense.
There's going to be a lot, yeah. They're probably going to be playing with a lot less fatigue. They might be playing with a lot more leads. They might be.
Yeah, they were fighting for those. Surprisingly, they won 7 games.
Yeah. So, it's like I could only expect more from both sides of the ball.
Exactly.
Like there's really nothing. I mean, I think
Plus the added pieces.
this offense, Aaron Rodgers healthy, takes a huge load off that defense.
Yeah.
So,
Load off.
I think we'll definitely talk about the Jets a lot more before this season starts, just like we did last year.
Well, I mean, I don't think we'll talk about them as much as we did last year. only because last year we were looking at like it was like a completely different world. Like the Jets before were just
Yeah, but you got to think like
not
we were just coming off of like Tom Brady left and then won a Super Bowl immediately. It's like, what
yeah,
is Aaron Rodgers gonna do? He tears his ACL or his Achilles in the
Achilles.
first game. Like, I mean,
In the first drive.
first drive, dude. Like that is fucked up. I don't know. I don't know. And that's I don't know. Let's move on.